what is facing the next generation? For those of you who are educators, of course you care about this a great deal, and for those of you who are students, we're talking about you. So you may ask, well, okay, we went through all this productivity growth already. What would make you think we can do more or better than the previous generation? And here is some of the answers. What happened is that growth in productivity is actually not even across all the industry sectors. So here's a picture that's kind of interesting. As a matter of fact, 75% of the productivity growth that we have seen during the last decade, from 2000 to 2008, come from actually 5 industry sectors. 75% of them come from only 5 sectors: computers, electronics, information, manufacturing, real estate, and wholesale. Only 5 sectors in the industry. And of course, it's not surprising. These are the industries that your IIE textbooks focus on.
There's been a lot of advantages from being involved with IIE over the years. It's given me a breadth of experience that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise just from career changes. I'm able to experiment and dabble in different areas and learn more about different areas of industrial engineering without actually having to make that career leap into that field. So I can test the waters to see if I actually like it. I was able to test the waters with leadership before going into a management role with my job. So IIE is a fabulous training ground for leadership development, and I think it's a valuable investment in people's career. I think I get something out of every conference that's new and unique. So far, I'm just learning, meeting some new people and learning about their industries, and being able to meet other people within aerospace and talk with them about the challenges they're having with their companies and some lessons learned. I know every company faces unique challenges, but it's amazing how even in different industries, you have some overlap of challenges, and you can learn from what other people have done and their mistakes, so you don't have to make those.
As a student, you are more part of this group, like a unity, and you're there, you're representing your school, and you are still a little clueless on what conference is all about and what to really do and how to network, and you're learning all of these skills of approaching people, introducing yourself, giving your elevator speech. Then you get into the professional role, and you have had much more experience with it. You've gone through interview processes, getting jobs, and you're out in the workforce, and you have a little more to talk about with already current professionals, and can actually talk a little more business. And it's a rewarding experience, though, to see both sides of it. IIE has exposed me to what other industrial engineers do, and because I have my role, and I always knew I wanted to go more of a business route with the industrial engineering base, and but to hear all of the amazing things that industrial engineers are doing globally and throughout all these different areas of healthcare, financial, government, manufacturing, and big data, and all these buzzwords you're able to hear here. And so IIE definitely exposes you to what your major and your background where you can go with it.
this is the Overbrook Entertainment mission statement, and it says, Overbrook Entertainment is dedicated to the creation of extraordinary entertainment art and its delivery to all people of the world. And this is the way that they really see things. They want to put out a great product, and they want everyone to see it. And I would offer this, that, you know, we have an extraordinary discipline. Industrial engineering is an extraordinary discipline. It's not coincidence that the #1 company on the Fortune 500 list is run by an industrial engineer. I would argue that. It's not a coincidence that, you know, we have a lot of academicians, and, you know, we have the, you know, a candidate for the presidency of Panama is an industrial engineering graduate. It's not a coincidence, right? And what I would say is that if we're creative in the way that we not only apply industrial engineering principles, but that we talk about those principles and we kind of communicate about them, and we do them in a way that is really palatable to the mainstream, and, you know, really that they can embrace the principles that we know and that we love, that not only will projects be successful, we'll be successful as individuals, but industrial engineering will thrive and the world will be a better place for it. Thank you.
Always be part of the solution, not the problem. We talk about that, we always say that, but you have to think about that. But more importantly, try to become effective factual communicators. We manage data, tons of data. How do we take that data and transform it into meaningful and effective and factual data that could be communicated? Then I spoke about the cultural sensitivity. Human nature is very complicated. I'm not going to go to that. One person will not change a specific country culture. Even the best industrial engineer in the world won't do it. Okay? Secondly, to successful manage in different cultures, you have to accept and embrace the differences versus your own. You have to accept and embrace those differences. Immerse yourself in that culture. Try to understand the culture. And then I summarize this in this way. I read this some time ago, I don't remember where. Don't treat people the way you like to be treated. Treat them the way they want to be treated. They like to be treated. Everybody's different.
I'm Mohammed Ubaidat. I'm studying PhD in Kansas State University. This is my second year in PhD. My research is about human element related to safety in transportation systems.
What have you learned this year in Puerto Rico that you didn't learn last year at the conference in Orlando?
Actually, this year I had much more connections and working with different companies and different professors on different universities, and this has increased my experience in doing research in the future.
My name is Rosemarie Santa Gonzalez. I'm from Puerto Rico, University of Puerto Rico at Maya West. This year we are the host of the IIE Annual Conference 2013. We prepared a student track for all the students attending the conference.
All right. Is this your first IIE conference?
No, actually it's my second. My first IIE Annual Conference was in Orlando last year, 2012.
What's been your favorite part of this particular conference?
Wow, I would say first it comes to mind the networking, since you have the opportunity to meet all these people from around the world, literally around the world, not only the United States.
Now this is the first time IIE's annual conference has been in Puerto Rico. What does that mean for you in terms of excitement, and what do you think that will do for the industrial engineering community here?
Well, in terms of excitement, well, we're quite excited that we got to be hosts for the first time, and we had all these ideas, and at the end we had to sit down and put the list of the ones that we had time to do, because we cannot do them all. And it also gives us the chance, us Puerto Ricans, IEs, to get out there in the world. Now they know where Puerto Rico is. When we talk to them about, oh, where are you from? And we say Puerto Rico, now they have an idea of where we are.
So Cassandra, tell us about yourself.
I'm from Pittsburgh originally. I live in New York City now. I went to the Pennsylvania State University Schreier Honors College and got a degree in industrial engineering in 2010.
And is this your first IIE conference?
No, actually, this is my 4th conference. I started going to the IIE conferences when I was still an undergrad at Penn State. I went to Cancun for the very first one, so they left a very good impression on me. And then I continued to go every year after that. And so, yes, this is my 4th conference.
What's been your favorite part of this particular conference here in Puerto Rico?
This conference, I mean, I'm always really excited to see my familiar faces and friends from IIE, and you know, I've made some really great contacts from coming to this conference every year, so I really enjoy seeing all the great people that come to this conference. I think that whenever you come to this conference, you can find a lot of different paths that you can take, and things that you might not have really recognized before while you were in college or, you know, at your job. I think that a lot of programs, while they're really good at what they do, you don't always see the breadth of the different kind of things that you can do. And when you come here to a conference like this, especially IIE, people from all over the world with all different kinds of jobs, things that you didn't imagine before just because you might not have been exposed to it. But here, not only do you find the people who are doing all these different things that you might or might not have ever heard of, you find the experts in them. So it's, you know, really a fantastic opportunity for not only networking, but just learning what is available to you in this world.
My name is Jorge Santiago. I'm 25 years old, and I'm from the University of Maya West.
Is this your first annual conference?
No, it's not. I have been in 2010 in Cancun, Mexico.
What have you learned at this conference that you didn't learn in Cancun?
Well, as a senior year student, so I have learned some courses that I didn't know. So speakers here at the conference in Puerto Rico have been more appealing on those courses that I didn't know. So I have learned a lot of things better than Cancun.
Is there a particular session or event at this conference that you really enjoyed the most?
I really enjoyed the Guy Primus keynote session. It was really, really appealing to all the students. It was really awesome.
We're not the only ones who are delighted that Guy is receiving this award. A friend of his would like to extend his congratulations as well.
Guy Primus, what's up, man? I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you and congratulations on your Captain of Industry award. You know, I've always been waiting for this time, for this moment, to say to you and to say to the world, you the man. You the man. Congratulations.
Now, if I could just say a couple more words about contrasting life 50 years ago versus today. What's different and what's the same? I hold in my left hand an instrument that a few people might know. How many people know what this is? Oh, a few people do. How many people don't know what it is? It's a ruler of some case, in a case. So back in the 1960s, a slide rule was used to solve problems. Now, this is how we use problems now, with an iPhone. And this is a hell of a lot better.
will we expect to see you then in Montreal?
Yes, you are. I'm going to Montreal next year.
Excellent. Thank you, and hope you enjoy the conference.
Thank you.